And welcome back to Guilford, Maine. PCHS, Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Kalnin for the second game of tonight's doubleheader between the Pirates and the Searsport Vikings. The PCHS boys capping off a 61-32 dub that gets them back to 5-5 on the season. It drops Searsport to 2-8 and makes their tournament prospects that much tougher. But now we switch gears, Mark, to the girls' side, and another matchup that was very close when they first met during the early stages of the regular season. A 40-34 victory for the PCHS Pirates at Searsport. And for PCHS, you got to imagine very important to hold serve here in a game where they're home favorites.
No doubt about it. And right now they're 8th in the heel points. That would get them a home prelim game, a decent shot to go in the cross center. Cause they got that because of that big win over Valley. They need to continue getting wins and keeping that spot. One thing, if you saw our post-game show with the boys' game, Coach Noyes talked about how well they play at home and how they struggle on the road. It's very similar with this PCHS girls team. They're 4-1 at home right now. They only lost against the powerhouse PVHS team. So they beat everybody else, including a very good Valley team here. But tonight they will be playing without one of their starters. Briley Ricker's out tonight, so they're a little short-handed. They've got good bench players, but that obviously changes everybody's role, and that's a big factor. You got somebody starting that doesn't usually start. You got somebody playing more minutes that doesn't usually play. They're definitely very capable, but it's different when you have to change your role.
Yeah, we talked about the sense of urgency for the Searsport boys. It is even more so for the girls, who come in at 1-7 up against a 6-4 PCHS squad. But very valuable heel point worthy game, and a game that, when we were kind of talking to the coaches before the game, they had it in their head that, hey, this is very winnable. When you look at the records, it certainly looks like you can have your expectations one way or another. But you play the games for a reason, and we see this all the time in high school basketball. A team with a vastly superior record isn't always a shoe-in to win.
No doubt about it. And Searsport, they get this win that vaults them up. They're 17th or 9th, between 17th and 19th right now. But this could give them value heel points and momentum that we talked about in the boys' game. This could give them momentum going forward, and definitely a game they need. As for PCHS, this is big. They got two big games with Stearns, who's right behind them later this week. And they need this win to carry into those two games. Because at the end of the season, Sean, you know who they end the season with? They end the season with 2 against Central, 2 against Dexter, 1 against PVHS. And that's
good luck.
Yeah, and that's why they need wins to get into the, to get the heel points now. Not saying they couldn't play with one of those teams or upset them, but it's a lot tougher. You want to win the games that you're favored in.
Yeah, especially that Dexter team probably looks more dangerous now because they're a little bit deeper, and it's one thing to guard one superstar, but then when you've got a team that's greater than the sum of their parts, that's very, very different.
Definitely.
Of course, the task at hand here for Searsport and PCHS, just take care of business as usual for the Pirates and for the Vikings. Again, get a win that, because we see it all the time, you get one really good point-worthy win, and all of a sudden it changes your entire season.
Right, and they want to carry momentum into their next game. They got Islesboro on Saturday, and then they got some games. Deer Isle Stoneton's worth some points, and Jonesport Beals. So and George Stevens, I think, is a game where because maybe that they're worth a lot of heel points, but that's obviously a game that could go either way too. So they want to carry some momentum, but it all starts today.
And this is, I think, a lot more than just building towards this season. You can't really be that short-sighted. You got to think long-term. I mean, with this Searsport team, look, they roster 2 seniors. They start 1, and they start an 8th grader, one of the 4 on their roster. I'm going to tell you something. We've seen teams with 8th graders before. Southern Rustic. You get that extra playing time, that extra experience. It can be incredibly valuable. As we are just about set to get to our pregame announcements.
We do want to take it to one commercial, just play our main Highlands commercial,
sure,
and then we'll be back for the starting line.
Yeah, we will not miss Adam Brown for the world.
Busy, with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Between the Searsport Vikings, PCHS Lady Pirates. Due to issues and a lack of supervision at our last home game, we ask that you please do not allow any children under the age of 10 to be in the cafeteria unsupervised. Thank you. Feel free to visit our concession stand, but please make sure you throw away your garbage and recycle your bottles. These athletes need your positive support and encouragement throughout tonight's contest. Unsportsmanlike behavior in any way by players, fans, or coaches only hurts the students. Cheer for your team rather than against the opponents or the officials. Let the players play, let the officials officiate, and enjoy tonight's games. And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Searsport Vikings. Number 5, Willow Law. Number 13, Bailey Bagley. Number 14, Laura Warman. Number 23, Juliana Sprague. And number 24, Emily Mello. The Vikings are coached by Melvin Grant. And now for your PCHS Lady Pirates. At guard, number 1, Kendall Kimball. At guard, number 14, Hope Hunt. At forward, number 2, Brooke Hunt. At forward, number 23, Abby Ricker. And at center, number 32, Ava Gillette. The Pirates are coached by Jess Bell. She is assisted by Jen Gillette. The officials for tonight's game are and Mr. Dave Anderson.
And that is Adam Brown with our pregame intros. Now he's going to come back over here with a working microphone. He's going to run the camera.
Geez, that's a...
And I keep saying, man, at some point I might just kick you out of here. I mean,
Yeah,
just let Adam take
I'm not
over.
even needed.
Yeah, right?
Really?
I mean, you almost got taken out in the boys' game. So, as you heard, 3 freshmen starting for the PCHS Pirates. Hope Hunt is the player that kind of gets the start over Ricker, who's inactive for tonight's game. So an opportunity for her, but an opportunity for a lot of players. 6 freshmen on this PCHS roster, 4 8th graders, and a freshman on the Searsport roster. And the Vikings control the opening tip. And we are underway with our second game here this evening in Guilford. There's Warman, pestered on the near side. 3 from the corner on the way from Juliana Sprague, does not fall. And here comes PCHS, quickly in transition, but lost out of bounds by Hunt, and Searsport will take back over.
PCHS likes to force the issue. They like to pressure, and you'll see that early on.
Yeah, that's not just a team thing, that's a school thing.
Yeah, which kind of usually works out well for them. At Penquist, it kind of hurt them because they got in foul trouble.
Well, they got a steal here, but the shot from Abby Ricker, no good. Offensive rebound and another opportunity. That one's off the front of the rim. And Searsport will try to push it, whether they want to or not, but they're going to get a foul on Brookie Hunt, freshman, to start the game.
So as I said, Sean, usually that works well and did very well against Valley at Penquist. They got a bunch of foul trouble, and that kind of put them in a hole. But you don't go away from that, because if that's what gets you success, that's what they want to keep doing.
Oh, they're going to get another Pirates foul, and this one might be on Hunt. There'll be a second quick foul against the Pirates. And it will let Searsport inbound.
It's on the other Hunt.
Yeah, under their own basket. Yeah, so Brookie Hunt has one. Hope Hunt has a foul as well. And double team immediately off the inbound plays. They want to try and keep Juliana Sprague, the freshman, in check.
Ava Gillette's one to watch for the Pirates. She averages a double-double, and she got blocked there.
So the interior defense solid for PCHS. We remain scoreless through the first minute. 40-34 the scoreline at Searsport when they met earlier. 3 on the way from the near wing, no good. Rebound dragged in. It was Bailey Bagley with the rebound. And here comes Searsport. We'll try and slow it down a little bit, but Hunt with the steal, and she's fouled in the backcourt by Willow Law. That'll be the first foul against Searsport.
So you mentioned the 8th graders on Searsport team. Willow Law is one of those. They have 3. Well, they have 4. Toothache is not here tonight.
Well, down to the far corner. They go to Abby Ricker, now cross. Another jumper on the way. That's Kendall Kimball into the game. And a held ball will keep possession with PCHS.
A lot quicker held ball than
Yes.
first game.
Yes.
Kendall Kimball is another one to watch, Sean. She does a lot of things. A couple of our games we've done, she's got double figures in rebounds.
3 ball on the way. That one too strong, but another offensive rebound for the Pirates. And driving through the lane, Ricker goes down, but no foul. She kind of bounced off a defender. So it goes to Sprague, the freshman, to bring it across. A tall, lanky freshman. You don't often see freshmen as the tallest player on the floor.
Yeah, she certainly is. And we saw Searsport earlier this season. She had a decent job against a tough Dexter team.
And not a half bad jumper either. We saw that on display. She drives through the lane, and she's got the first points of tonight's game. Jumper either. We saw that on display. She drives through the lane, and she's got the first points. So it took 2.5 minutes. But we have our first points of the game. The replay is brought to you by Maine Mapping Company. Another block down on the other side. And Searsport will slow things down again. Emily Mello to bring it across. Looking for Sprague through a lot of traffic. And then it goes to Mello for the drive through a lot of arm traffic. No contact, no foul, and no points. Back the other way now, the Pirates. Hunt was open, instead dishes off to Kimball. Her jumper's no good, and instead of a held ball, we will get a foul. It'll be another against the Pirates, and this will be Hope Hunt, and it will be her second.
So when you're down a player, that's a big factor because the bench is obviously a lot more limited.
Yep. You have 4 players sitting on the bench tonight for PCHS.
Nice play by Abby Ricker.
That is. And it leads to a turnover. Kendall Kimball will corral this in the backcourt. So even with those 2 early fouls, Hunt will stay in the game. And she's got it now. Throws up a jumper. And instead it goes all the way across to Kimball. They'll swing it around. Hunt, open. If they dish it out to her, they do for the 3, and that one's off the mark as well. Getting plenty of opportunities, but nothing into the net just yet. There's a steal by Mello, and she's lost it out of bounds. It'll be Abby Ricker bringing the ball across now for the Pirates, looking for their first points as we near the midway point of the first quarter. Hunt, open again. This time missed it short and has the rebound knocked away, out of bounds by Ava Goulet.
Yeah, PCHS just can't get anything going offensively here.
Well, Sprague avoids the tie-up. She's got white jerseys all around her and does get the ball across safely to a teammate's hands. Now they get out to the top of the key. It's Mello. Mello's going to drive, right-handed dribble, and her shot forced up, no good.
Good box out by
battling
Kimball
for the rebound, Kimball and Bagley, but it's Kendall Kimball who comes away with it for the Pirates. She'll give off to Abby Ricker, drive through the lane, and surely the first points may be from the free throw line.
Yeah. The offense right now, should go through Abby Ricker and Gillette, to try to get things going. Those are the two offensive threats.
They will get Laura Warman, the senior, for her first foul. And the free throw by Ricker, no good. Her second shot up and rattles around and in. 2-1. The advantage still for Searsport. They're really having
Good
trouble in the backcourt. Kimball has ripped it away. Looking for two more, and the lead, no. But she's got her own rebound. Take a jumper from a little further away. Another offensive rebound and a foul from behind. They will get Mello for this one, her first.
Right now, Kimball and Gillette are dominating the boards. They have 7 combined. Kimball has 4 and Gillette has 3. Really kind of, as a team, they've got 9 rebounds already, 9-4. So losing by 1, but that's keeping them in the game.
Well, a chance for Gillette to tie this game, perhaps, with her second free throw as Amelia Seekins, another 8th grader, will check into the game for Searsport. And the second free throw offline. Rebound pulled in by Mello. She'll get it to Sprague. Very obvious that's the plan as Brookie Hunt nearly committed a reach-in foul. A three-pointer on the way from Sprague, no good. Offensive rebound finds its way out to Warman. And now to Sprague again, another chance. That one's gone wayward, and we'll have another held ball. This time it will stay with the Vikings.
Again, Kimball's like right in the middle of everything, down low, boxing out, doing a good job down there.
Well, they've got to get this in. They do. Mello's got it, top of the key to the free throw line. Well short. And Seekins had her foot on the line as she tried to save that in. So it goes back to the Pirates.
We had a short pregame show, Sean, so a couple of stats. PCHS, they score 34.7 points a game. They allow 34.7. That'll change, obviously, tonight, one way or the other. But the Searsport averages 26.4 and allows 45.3. Gillette averages the double-double for PCHS. Kimball averages close to 8 rebounds, and Abby Ricker averages 7 points.
Well, plenty of turnovers galore, and Sprague is able to get this cleanly in the backcourt. Here comes Searsport. Looking to extend a 1-point lead early here in the ball game. Goes to Mello. To her left. Throws up a shot, no good, and the rebound comes down to Gillette. And Kimball will bring it back across. Points at a premium early on in this contest. It's Ricker inside for Gillette, who will give PCHS their first lead. Ricker inside for Gillette. And then quickly taken away. Kendall Kimball gets in on the act. And you could tell just Searsport struggling to get the ball to Sprague like they want. And Seekins will commit the foul here, forcing Kimball out of bounds. And that'll be a quick 5th foul against Searsport.
Kendall Kimball racking up the stats early, Sean. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, all over the place.
Correction, a 4th foul for Searsport. I can't read your handwriting. I can't read my own. Inside they go for Gillette. In amongst the waving trees in there. Back out for a 3. Ricker no good. And rebound corralled by Mello.
A good job on the boards for Searsport.
That's a great job again. Kendall Kimball getting a hand on that shot without fouling. And the Pirates bringing it quickly back the other way. Brookie Hunt down to the corner where Caitlin White was waiting. Now across back to Ricker. Defender Mello goes down. She's slow to get up. She might have tweaked her ankle there, kind of putting on the brakes. She's just come to a complete stop. We've got a held ball, and surely you might see Mello coming out of the game here.
You can see, Sean, the PCHS defense creates a lot of their offense. I think they get a lot more points that way than they do in the half court.
Yeah. Long two on the way, no good. Put up by Goulet, and the rebound by Caitlin White.
Good job off the bench early. Trouble here, though.
Yeah, able to get out of a double team. They'll get it around to Ricker. She bounces off a body and will draw the contact and get 2 free throws. That'll be Seekins her second, and that is the team's 5th.
You knew you'd get it eventually.
Yeah. Just trying to tell the future here. 21 seconds remain here. 21.6 to be exact in the first quarter, and a 5-2 Pirates lead. We'll see Cora Lockhart check into the game for the Vikings. Seekins taking a seat with her 2 fouls.
1 for 5 now. Pirates out from the line.
Ricker does get this to go. She's 2 for 4 herself. 2 of the 6 points, but another turnover. Ricker, dish it off. Baseline jumper, no good. And not a tie-up in the backcourt. A foul instead, a holding foul with 12.3 to go.
Nope, I think they called the held ball.
That was bizarre. We saw a fist go up. And now this time, clearly an open hand, another held ball, so it's going to go back to PCHS. 9.7 to go.
We have a set play here.
Points have been hard to come by. Comes into White. Hunt, now Ricker. Over to Goulet, and she travels with 2.3. And Searsport will at least get to inbound. And we'll see if Sprague has a cannon for an arm. You know, that's where they want to go. And they get away from her, no foul and no points. So at the end of 1 quarter, it's PCHS 6, Searsport 2. We'll be back with the second quarter right here on Eastern Maine Sports.
Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as Hit Tracks that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
Welcome back to Piscataquis Community High School. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Kalman as the PCHS Pirates have a 6-2 lead through 1 quarter. In a matchup that, for Searsport, they're going to feel like they must win. They held a 2-0 lead for the majority of the first quarter. But then once PCHS started scoring, Searsport stopped, in large part due to the defense of Kendall Kimball, senior starter for the Pirates. This goes out to Juliana Sprague.
Good
He'll
defense
drive
there
to the
by
free
Hunt.
throw line, just force a shot up. It's going to be deflected towards the end line and picked up, but Joanna Wilson was on the line when she had the ball. She goes to show the ref maybe where she thought she was stepping, but we can confirm she was out. Back the other way. It is Goulet putting up a shot and another offensive rebound for the Pirates, who have just had them in droves so far tonight. Kimball, long 2, well short. That's been the problem for the Pirates. They've had plenty of open looks, but the number 1 rule in golf, you got to get it there.
Yeah.
Sprague called for the offensive foul.
Good job by Abby Ricker taking that.
Yep. A tough break for Searsport. Sprague will pick up only her first foul. And Ricker getting kudos from her coach and the bench.
So now, the rest of this half, PCHS will be shooting free throws.
Yep, where they are 2 for 6 so far tonight. Oh, White wide open. That's a long two. Her foot was on the line. Offensive rebound again. And another offensive rebound, this time dragged in by Goulet. She'll find Ricker. Her shot in the lane no good. And Sprague almost corralled the rebound. It does go off the Pirates out of bounds.
Boy, they having trouble putting the ball in the hoop, but Kimball and Goulet have both have 6 rebounds already. You know, they're doing a great job. None of them have been able to finish, but they do have a 4-point lead, and that's what matters.
Well, in the law of averages, eventually those shots are going to fall, and Searsport has got to get hands in faces to prevent them and also grab offensive rebounds. This is another turnover as the ball not secured. Abby Ricker just rips it away.
She has 3 steals.
She could end up with a lot more by the end of the night. They go to Kate White. Short jumper, no good. Offensive rebound comes to Brookie Hunt, who gets the kind bounce. And she's got her first points. Back the other way comes Sprague. Oh, lost it off her knee, but still recovered by Warman. Inside to Sprague, and it just as she has to, forces the shot up. And again, through traffic, it's a difficult sell. 8-2 the advantage now for PCHS. Ricker a 3 on the way, and that misses everything except the hands of Juliana Sprague on the other side.
Yeah, a lot of times I've seen PCHS a few times. These shots are ones they make a lot more often than not, a lot of times, but not tonight. That's a 3-pointer.
Yeah, she's going to get 3 free throws here. And it will be 3 shots. Yes, it was Hunt committing the foul, Brookie Hunt. It'll be her second. And 3 shots coming now for Sprague. It's one of the shots that you don't expect anybody to put up, and you just kind of panic as a defender and throw a hand in there. And for a moment, it didn't look like they were going to call the foul. First free throw, no good. Nor is the second, as some subs will come into the game on both sides. I mean, this is a key opportunity for Searsport. You've got to come away with some points here. They have to settle for 1 if this free throw goes, which it doesn't. And the rebound brought in by Brookie Hunt.
Couldn't take advantage of that. They had a good opportunity, as you said, but
that foul, by the way, the 4th against PCHS, so they've got plenty to give.
Anna Crosby's in. She shoots it there.
And another offensive rebound brought in by Goulet. Traffic on the putback. Sprague comes away with it. And she gets just a little bit of daylight. Her 3 no good. Brought in by Goulet with the rebound. I mean, that's going to be the plan, right, for Searsport. Just like in football, you make sure your quarterback handles the ball on every play. They're going to make sure Sprague gets as many touches as she can. We'll try to carry them across the finish line. Caitlin White on the other side. Shots no good. Rebound by Bailey Bagley. Now Sprague, little baseball pass ahead. And it's Mello through the lane. Lost it out of bounds. Off of Goulet, who will come out of the game temporarily. And we've got a timeout taken by Searsport. We'll take it as well. A 30-second timeout. Almost halfway through the second quarter. PCHS 8, Searsport 2 on Eastern Main.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Welcome back to Guilford inside PCHS Gymnasium. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Calnan with Eastern Maine Sports. We've got an 8-2 ball game.
Do I say, Sean, a lot of young players on both these teams.
Yes.
This is only going to help them, and both may be in class with a new reclassification, maybe in Class D next year. And you know, they're going to be playing teams, you know, that they're going to be able to play with, you know, and stuff. So this is just going to be a good experience. These teams are just going to get better.
11 players on these rosters are freshmen or younger, with, of course, a lot of 8th graders on the Searsport side. Sprague bounces off of White and puts the shot up to go. She's got all 4 points for the Vikings.
Yeah, and her, as you said, is she's a freshman, and she's a definitely key part of this attack. Block there, out of bounds.
Yep.
I think
blocked out of bounds, and I think maybe Crosby there wanted a foul. She might have felt like she had her arm hacked off there. So 8 for the advantage, and a great block by Bagley. Now it gets to Kimball. Her jumper from the right side is good. A little 12-footer gives Kimball her 3rd and 4th points, and well, she's tied for the leading scorer alongside Sprague for Searsport. She's got it just inside the free throw line. Gathers and will go up for a layup. Get hacked in the process. Couldn't get it to go, but she'll get a chance to earn those 2 points the hard way.
We mentioned over and over, but Sprague is a freshman. She's just going to keep getting better. Mm-hmm. By the time she's a junior, senior, she's going to be a force. She already is.
Now she is the catalyst for this Searsport squad, as Abby Ricker will come back into the game for PCHS.
Last foul was on White.
If they get her for her first. The team's 5th as the second free throw no good. 5 points for Sprague, leads all scorers here in a low-scoring affair. 10-5 the lead for PCHS. Inside to Goulet, back out to Crosby, jumper no good. Rebound brought in by Mello. A little look over her shoulder and realizes there's traffic coming. And it just looked like a stampede out of Jumanji as the ball is knocked away from behind. So Bagley will trigger the inbound. Lob way out to Sprague. Nobody near her. Gotta have these, and she does. Inbound. Lob way out to Sprague. Nobody near her. Gotta have these. So does PCHS 10, Juliana Sprague 8. So we get down to 3. Well, the clock isn't moving right now. So we're getting bonus basketball right now. It's been stuck on 3:21 for a while here. So we just keep playing on. Nobody has looked up there. We'll get a held ball, and at least we can be reasonably assured the clock might start this next time around.
That was a good 45 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Now the clock is running. And it runs for a Ricker 3 that's well short, but brought in by Crosby on the rebound. Kimball inside for Goulet. Tough shot, but she got it to go. Kimball inside for Goulet. Tough shot, but she...
Main Mapping Company sponsored that replay for you.
Cora Lockhart called for the foul, the 7th against Searsport. There will be no three-point play, however. Inside, Sprague, shot blocked through traffic, and a held ball on her way up. This one will stay with Searsport.
But Gillette and Kimball all over the place there on the...
All right, Searsport will have this on the alternating possession. It goes to Sprague in the corner. A threat to fire at any point. Ricker's on her, who's been outstanding defensively, but this time she got to Goulet and got her to commit a foul. So Sprague's first free throw, no good. That foul for Goulet, her first, and the team's 6th. Sprague splits the free throws and still has all of the points for Searsport. 12-9 the advantage now for the Pirates. And a shot from Ricker brought in by the Vikings, and Sprague will have it in the backcourt. Just wonder if PCHS might be able to tire her out with all that backcourt pressure. As the pass gets down to the end line, Sprague coming to try and bail them out. It's Mello with a wide open three. Missed everything, and it will come out of bounds eventually. Back to the Pirates.
Yeah, good box out there by Ricka. Either she was going to get the ball or nobody was.
Keep trying to glance over at your book, and I can't tell if I have missed points for Ricker or not. She's in the lane here. Her jumper's no good.
She has 2.
Rebound batted back out to Caitlin White. And it goes around to Kendall Kimball. Over to the near wing. It's a long 2 from Brookie Hunt. Another offensive rebound. This time Abby Ricker got her first field goal. And more third and fourth chance opportunities for the Pirates. And they get a turnover in the backcourt. It was only Abby Ricker there, and it was really just a bad pass that she happened to be near. Searsport again not holding on to the ball well. Ava Gillette will add 2. And all eyes turn to Coach Grant to see if he wants to burn a timeout. Not yet, as his team does at least break the pressure this time. It's Mello on the far side in front of the PCHS bench. Looking for Bagley and finding her. Goes to Lockhart inside Mello off the side of the backboard, but she's fouled. And somebody else will get a chance for points.
If that's Gillette, that's 2, and that's something to watch. I believe it is.
Well, it's either 23 or 32. And it looks like 32, so it's going to be Gillette, her second.
Yeah, somebody else got a chance to shoot a free throw here other than Sprague.
Yep, Mello, the junior, missing her first. Second one short as well. And we talked about the possibility of maybe tiring out Sprague. Well, she's sitting on the bench right now as Ricker in the lane. Off the back of the rim, no good. And a tie-up will keep the ball with PCHS. We've had plenty of those in this first half. 51 seconds remain. White trying to swing it around, really trying to get it over to Ricker. She does. Baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound and a foul as well is going to send Kendall Kimball to the line. And the question is 2 shots or 1 and 1. 1 and 1.
Kimball has 4 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks, and an assist. Got something in every category already.
Got at least one of everything, and a violation by PCHS. Oh, no.
Searsport.
Violation by Searsport. I saw Hawk point down here. Maybe he just wanted to say hi. So again, the front end of a 1 and 1. Still brought in by the Vikings, and, well, that was a good rip by Bagley, but then she just gave the ball away. And again, it's got to be so intimidating, especially with all this youth on the team. A lot of inexperience, and you just see a bunch of bodies around you. Try to get rid of the ball. This time, Mello's taking it away. Trying to get around Brookie Hunt, who's going to be called for a block. That's going to be her 3rd foul. And it will send Mello to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Hope Hunt comes back in for her.
As she picked up a couple of early fouls in this spot start. A chance late for Searsport to put a dent in this here as Mello makes the first of 2 free throws.
Wilson and Stone back in the game for the Vikings.
Second shot. Right rim no good. It goes all the way across. 15 seconds remain as Kimball tries to bring it up the far side. Hope Hunt driving to the baseline. Got it to Caitlin White, who bank it in for 2. Working to perfection there, and Kimball with a steal, and with less than a second to go, she will get fouled and head to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Something to watch right now. Kimball's kind of limping. Guess we won't watch it till the second half because she can go in and get fixed up here after the 0.7 seconds.
Emily Mello called for that foul. It'll be her second. She'll take a seat for this final 0.7 of a second. And we'll have another violation.
So let's see if she can take advantage this time. Last time, the exact same thing happened, and they had another chance for one-on-one, and they missed.
Yep. Kudos to the clock operator. Didn't start the clock and let any time run off, because everybody would notice.
Yeah, not many noticed when it was 3:21, but people would when it was 0.7.
So that's the front end officially. It's in. So she'll get one more. The old 3 to make 2. Which she does. A punctuation mark on a first half that sees PCHS trail early, but then come roaring back to double up the Searsport Vikings. It's PCHS Pirates 20, Searsport Vikings 10. It's halftime coming up here on Eastern Maine Sports.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxrock to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Sluggers Baseball and Softball Training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as HitTrax that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxrock to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
And welcome back to Piscataquis Community High School. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Calnan here with Eastern Maine Sports, and it's time now for the Black Bear Crane halftime show. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment, call 977-BEAR, B-E-A-R, today. And if you need a vehicle, contact Sonny, Sean, Brian, or Ryan at Hartley's. Easy financing, available for a great selection of new and used cars and trucks. Give them a call at 207-368-5751. And Maine Mapping Company provides all of your land surveying, geomatics, and engineering and mapping needs through the state of Maine. Centrally located in Dexter, Maine Mapping provides boundary, topographic, and aerial surveys and construction survey services statewide. Give them a visit at mainmappingco.com or check them out on their Facebook page to get more information or request a quote. It started out 2-0, and it kind of sat there for a while here, Mark, with the Searsport Vikings holding on to that low-scoring lead, and then PCHS went out on a run of their own. Eventually kind of ballooned that a little bit before Searsport started fighting back, but it's really been this kind of battle for PCHS to see if they can keep Juliana Sprague in check. They have, and they've outscored her 20-10.
Yeah, and rebounding, I'm just tallying them out now, but Kimball has 11 and Gillette has 9. So 20 rebounds combined between those two, and they're out rebounding Searsport 30-16. So, that's you get 20 to 10, you out rebound somebody by 14, you should be up 20 to 10. Another big stat, I think, neither team is shooting really great from the free throw line, but PCHS 4 for 10, and Searsport's only 3 for 11. So they could be a little bit better free throw shooting. Be a lot different game right now.
Yeah, and of course that 4 for 10 doesn't quite tell the full story. There were a few misses that were waved off due to violations that didn't really affect anything, but a violation is a violation, so you get a freebie, and Kendall Kimball certainly made the most of her opportunity there late in the second quarter. For Searsport, they've had plenty of trips to the line. Sprague has made a couple free throws in 7 attempts. Emily Mello has 1 free throw in 4 attempts, but it really has been Sprague with her 9 points leading the way for Searsport. And she's, been forced to kind of force up some tough shots and what may even look like bad shots in traffic, but what else can you do? And for the Vikings, they've got to find contributions elsewhere to kind of take the load off of her shoulders. Meanwhile, for PCHS, I think they've gotten maybe more than they could have bargained from everybody on their team, playing down a player with a short bench. They've been a team that has certainly looked like greater than the sum of their parts, and it's working out to the tune of a 20 to 10 lead.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, Kimball and Gillette, again, let's go over Kimball's stats real quick, Sean. 6 points, 11 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks, and 1 assist. And Gillette has 6 points herself and 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. So both of them are doing the job. But they've got contributions. Abby Ricker has 4 points, 5 steals, and 2 rebounds and assists. Hope Hunt hasn't scored, but she's got 2 steals and assists. Caitlin White came off the bench and got 2 points and 3 rebounds.
And Searsport is probably lucky that Hope Hunt doesn't have about a dozen points, because they gave her wide open look after wide open look in the first quarter, and the only reason that she came out of the game was she committed 2 early fouls. So she will get those looks down on this end of the floor, and she will probably make them over time. We will find out in just a few moments' time, as we are still at halftime here with, again, PCHS leading 20 to 10. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half right here on Eastern Maine Sports.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to, and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs, whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology.
Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxtrot to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut, all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
All right, all the button pushing has finished. Mark is done breaking everything, and we are ready to break into the second half. PCHS leads 20-10 after the halftime break, and it's Emily Mello for Searsport trying to get the ball to Juliana Sprague. They'll lob it inside, looking for Bagley. Unsuccessful. Another steal this time for Ricker, and Abby Ricker will bring this across easily for the Pirates. They'll find Caitlin White on the far corner. Inside for Ava Goulet. And through the trees, unable to get a shot up. And Emily Mello with the rebound.
Yeah, she was triple teamed down low that time.
Not uncommon to see this player standing out front, triple teamed, but this time it's Mello inside. Tried to force a shot through, and they've had to force shots inside. The interior defense has been stifling from PCHS, and Sprague's got this one. Another pass knocked away. Sprague only sat for a little while at the end of the first half. She'll lob one to Mello. Baseline jumper on the way and good from the far side. First bucket for anybody other than Sprague, as Sprague will get the assist. Now Ricker, long two on the way, and it rattles home.
A local score, Class C action. Dexter Mananock girls, two evenly matched teams, and Mananock's up 16-14 at halftime.
Sprague trying to battle through the backcourt pressure and almost loses it out of bounds. The 8th grader, Willow Law, one of 4 8th graders on this roster, as Sprague forces up a shot, got hacked, and she will go back to the free throw line.
Another action, late second quarter, it looks like. Ellsworth leads Foxcroft boys by only 37-32 in a tightly contested matchup there at Ellsworth.
Kendall Kimball called for that foul. It'll be her first. First free throw no good, but the second is from Sprague.
Puts her in double digits.
Yep, her 10th point of the game. Got it to a 9-point deficit. Abby Ricker out front, guarded by Mello. Over now to Hope Hunt. They'll swing it around to Caitlin White. Ricker might have thought about the baseline drive, instead gets it back out to Kimball. Her right-hand jumper layup no good, and it's brought in by Sprague, and then has her pocket picked by Ricker. Back out to Hunt. She's got daylight. She'll take a three. This one falls.
And Abby Ricker has 7 steals already. See, already, we're in the second half, but she just keeps racking them up. She's going to get close to 10.
Oh, she'll get there. The way this game is going, it's just Searsport having a tough time protecting the basketball. Hope Hunt down the floor. She'll throw up a shot. Might have been better served leaving that one for a pass, as this is out of bounds, and it goes back to Searsport. Unless one of the other refs saw it otherwise. And he did.
I think they ended up getting it right.
They did.
We have it on replay, but they don't use that here.
Why not? Hashtag get it right.
That's right.
Goulet loses the handle. And a tie up in the lane. We'll give the ball to PCHS. And it goes out to Hope Hunt. Now Ricker. Now Kimball. Inside Caitlin White. Against Sprague. Rebound by Goulet. And this is knocked out of bounds off of Sprague. So PCHS will get about their 7th opportunity at the basket here.
Yeah, you got to be pretty confident if you just throw it out, be the Goulet or Kimball's going to go get it, right?
It's a significant advantage that they have, and I mean these count as extra possessions effectively with all these offensive rebounds. Ava Goulet getting 2 there. Up ahead, Mello now for Law.
Ooh.
And a bad pass intended for Sprague, picked off by Hope Hunt. And her shot off the bottom of the backboard, and then she commits a frustration foul, her third, about the midway point of the third quarter.
So that score at halftime in Ellsworth's 41-32. Ellsworth with the lead over the Ponies. We'll have the Ponies for you Thursday night.
So Amelia Seekins into the game now for Searsport. She'll give Laura Warman a rest. And Kimball almost picking up the steal there. Hunt is going to reach in and surrender Cobra position. Couldn't believe she got called for another foul, but she did. Hands on her head. Couldn't believe it.
4 fouls. She might be right there till the fourth quarter maybe at this point.
It's the third team foul of the half.
Nice shot.
As Emily Mello quickly down the floor takes advantage of a little bit of daylight. 27-15, the deficit now for Searsport. Abby Ricker just outside the lane, jumper no good, and ripped away by Mello on the rebound. Chance to go down the floor, has it poked away, and Searsport will keep it in front of their bench. So the Vikings down 12. This 2-player game between Sprague and Mello continues. Mello's jumper no good, and Ricker was standing on the line as she tried to keep that in. It's a rare case where Searsport will get multiple looks at the basket on one trip down the floor. Mello looking for Sprague. She's found her. Back into Mello.
Oh.
And it's just rare for anybody other than Sprague or Mello to touch the ball here. Shot was blocked, and now it's Abby Ricker who will find Caitlin White. Now Kendall Kimball. Her jumper, a little short. Opposite side rebound, and Sprague's got it. She tries to rip through and contend with Ricker guarding her at the half-court line. She's across, coming up on the 3-minute mark of the quarter.
Oh,
and
nice.
Sprague will get through with the left hand. She's across, coming up on the 3-minute mark of the quarter.
Oh.
Searsport as close as they've been in a while. It's a 10-point game. Ricker's got it on the near side. Poked away for a moment by Mello and eventually stolen. And they're going to get another foul on PCHS.
It's on Abby Ricker that time.
Yeah, they are starting to pile up here.
Yeah, and with this, you know, this is far from over, you know, so it's a 10-point game. It's still 2:44 left in the third quarter.
PCHS with active hands have been able to force a lot of turnovers, but those hands have got them in a little bit of foul trouble. They got a steal here, though, off a bad pass. It's Kendall Kimball coming down the lane. Left-hand layup. The right-hand layup is good. And steal here, though, off a bad pass. It's Kendall Kimball coming down the lane. Left-hand layup. And Searsport is going to take a timeout, one that they definitely need. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 29-17 the lead for PCHS late in the third quarter here on Eastern Maine Sports.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
PCHS comes in as the number 8 team in Northern Maine Girls Class C action. And they've got a 12-point lead here at PCHS over the Searsport Vikings. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Kalnin. Vikings coming out of that timeout only had 4 players on the floor. You're going to find Juliana Sprague. Corner 3, too strong. And the rebound pulled in by Kendall Kimball, who's done everything except serve popcorn at tonight's game.
She might do that if you ask. She's got 13 rebounds, does Kimball? Galette's got 12.
Brookie Hunt had her shot blocked, and it was Goulette that took a hard fall in the lane. Look at somebody pulled the chair out from under her. Here goes Sprague the other way, and she'll cut through the lane like a hot knife through butter, and she's got it back to a 10-point game.
Yeah, nobody stepped in front of her. As a coach, you don't want to see that, be able to go coast to coast like that.
Yeah, how often do you hear coach say, take a charge, and the players go, yeah, you come out here and take a charge. So Sprague will get out of traffic here with 1:22 and counting, and a chance to get this down to single digits. Law is wide open in the corner, but instead they go the lob to Warman. Back to Sprague. Where you can tell PCHS is just going to pack it in and focus on Sprague. So will somebody else get involved? Warman traveled in the lane, trying to keep her footing. And that horn will summon Anna Crosby back into the game for the Pirates. Final minute here of the third quarter. Crosby figured maybe for instant offense, but she passes up the 3. Ricker inside. Goulette with the left hand, and the block by Seekins. Quickly back the other way, and again in transition, a ball poked away back to PCHS, and then stolen back away, and a foul going against Abby Ricker. With 35 seconds left here in the third quarter, it will be the 5th team foul against PCHS. None called so far against Searsport. And this just works as a turnover, but she lost the ball out of bounds. That pass went right to Kendall Kimball, and I don't
fastball right to her.
I don't think any time came off the clock, but okay, sure. Not the first time that's happened tonight. And another bad pass, not corralled. Ricker throws up a shot, couldn't finish through the traffic, and we'll have a travel called on Ricker. She tried to pull that ball away, rolling over.
Boy, we're going to have a lot of, few contestants here for the play of the game at this rate. Kimball and Galette at the top of the list.
Well, the lob to Sprague goes through her hands, and the clock stops at 15.6 as PCHS takes over again. Searsport will be lamenting the unforced errors that they've committed, especially here in this third quarter when they've had a real chance to cut into this. Abby Ricker, runner in the lane with the left hand is good. And time will run out on Searsport in the third. PCHS continues to extend their advantage, 31-19, as we've got the final act coming your way right after this on Eastern Maine Sports.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as all.
Welcome back to PCHS as the home Pirates have a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter here. Amelia Seekins off the feed from Juliana Sprague trying to get some offense going for the Vikings, but none to be found. And here comes Abby Ricker and the Pirates, who maybe looking to put this game out of reach early in the fourth. A scramble over on the far side. And I'm not sure exactly what the call was. Maybe out of bounds to Searsport.
Obviously the defense has been the key, but another key is the balance scoring. PCHS has 3 players with 8 points. In a low-scoring game like that, that's gonna go a long ways. That's like getting 3 or 4 players with 12, 15 points in a 60, 70-point game.
Here's Ben, the scorer for Searsport. Sprague, her 3 misses coming off the screen. She's racing back with Seekins, and it's Sprague who makes the block, denying Brookie Hunt's effort in transition.
That's her 3rd block. Definitely a solid player. You can see that, and again, they have her for the rest of this year plus 3 more after.
Yeah, only a freshman.
Another one.
Again, one of, how many did we say? 11 players on these teams that are either freshmen or 8th grade. It's actually remarkable to see that level as inbound goes into Willow Law. She travels and gives it right back to PCHS.
Hunt kind of forced that. That was good defense by her.
Yeah, it's been stifling pressure here in the backcourt from the Pirates. Ricker out to Goulet. Her jumper no good, and gets her own rebound. And if that is an illustration of how this night has gone between PCHS and Searsport. They do get the ball ahead to Law, who keeps her foot planted and then carries.
When somebody, you taught to follow your shot, look at that video right there, what Gillette just did. That was a great play. They didn't finish, but great play by Gillette. 14 rebounds for her.
Yeah, it's just all those extra opportunities for PCHS. They've got so many offensive rebounds. They must have more offensive rebounds than Searsport has rebounds in tonight's game. We get a foul out front, though. This one against Seekins of Searsport. It'll be her 3rd. It is only the first foul of the half against the Vikings. Kimball looking inside for Ricker. She'll get it back out for Brookie Hunt. Could not bank that home, and everybody's going to fight for the rebound, and there'll eventually be something called here, and they'll get a foul on Searsport.
I like how Brookie Hunt gets right in there and after it. She's already got 5 rebounds. She just gets involved in every play. Gotta like that as a coach.
Sprague called for the foul, her 2nd, and the team's 2nd. They get the ball inside to Goulet. She gets around Sprague, and she's got double digits. Sprague trapped in the backcourt and fouled by Brookie Hunt, and she will join Hope with 4 fouls. And that's going to be 6 team fouls against PCHS. So there's your window of opportunity for Searsport to make a game of this here in the fourth quarter. If they can get to the free throw line, but Sprague trying to drive through the lane, has it poked away. Back the other way is Crosby, and she has her pocket picked by Joanna Wilson, and then the ball out of bounds on the side, and back it comes this way. Brookie out and Hope in, both with 4 fouls. Let's see if she can survive the final 5:43, getting the start tonight. Hope almost lost it. Finds Crosby, and she brushes through contact, puts the jumper up and in, and a 16-point advantage for the home side. And then Abby Ricker picks one away from Sprague, but it ends up right back with Wilson.
Abby Ricker has 10 steals.
Yeah. I told you she'd hit 10. Yeah. I'm surprised it took her this long.
She might have she has 8 points. So we might get a double-double the different way than most do.
Yeah, right?
Kendall Kimball now has 14 rebounds. Oh, nice pass. Oh, nice block.
Great block by Sprague. What is that, her 4th?
5th.
All right.
6.
Just keep racking them up. Unfortunately, there's another turnover. And it comes right back for the Pirates.
I mean, deservingly slow. We keep going over PCHS stats, but Sprague, let's talk about her for a minute. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 6 blocks, 2 steals, and assists. So
she looks absolutely gassed out there. She's put in a lot of work, especially against this girl right here. Ava Goulet gets the better of her this time. Getting it up over that tall reach of Sprague. Make it 12 now for Goulet. The lead is 18.
Dangerous pass against this defense. Worked that time.
They go to Seekins. She puts up a 3, and it's a little wide right. And that whole time, Sprague was just walking back across half court. She couldn't keep up with Hope Hunt here, but Seekins pulls down the rebound. And she'll try and move quickly down the court and is fouled by Kimball. And Sprague will take a seat now with Emily Mello coming back into the game, and a much needed break. As again, she's had a lot of pressure on her on this game. That foul sends Seekins to the line, shooting 1-1. And a high arcing free throw off the backboard and no good.
I don't see many games at all, Sean, with 2 players on the same team get 15 rebounds, and Kimball and Glad have that right now.
Yeah, I mean, you might see that in a college game or a pro game, as Goulet is now just going to score at will. Mello up ahead. And it's Wilson who will find Mello again. Almost lost the handle with minimal pressure from Crosby, and then she got 2 hands on right in front of the Hawk. Easy foul. It'll be the 8th, and more free throws.
Great job by Kendall Kimball. She's out of the game now. White coming in. Kimball, 8 points, 15 rebounds, 6 steals, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. And it's not even guaranteed that she's going to be player of the game because there's somebody else that's putting up good numbers too.
Yeah, Ava Goulet has been insane. I mean, this whole team has put together a strong effort as Mello hits the front end of the 1-1. Comes away with the rebound on the second. And this gets back out to Wilson. Over to Mello on the far side. Just inside the line for a long 2. It's good.
A solid game, too. 8 points and 8 rebounds, 3 steals.
Back to a 17-point game, and PCHS wants a timeout to make sure it doesn't get any closer. We'll take that timeout as well. With 3:21 to go. PCHS out comfortably in front with a full timeout here on Eastern Main.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Stay tuned after the game for our Bangor Savings Bank postgame show here from Guilford at PCHS as the Pirates closing in on their 7th win of the season. Up 17 over the Searsport Vikings. Hope Hunt back into the game, and this time she is fouled by Jade Stone. It'll be her first.
No, we were talking during the break, Sean, about maybe who we're going to choose, but whatever way we go, it's not because the other person didn't deserve it.
Right, exactly. I think you could flip a coin tonight.
They didn't give me enough for 2 cards a game.
Right. Just reach into the wallet. So here we go. It's Mello down the floor, and a collision And it looks like a blocking foul on Hope Hunt, who can't believe the call. It's going to be her 5th, and she'll be replaced by Chloe Kimball. It's 9 team fouls against PCHS, so still 1-1 for Emily Mello, who drew the blocking foul. Rebound corralled by Seekins. Mello, 3, no good. And an empty trip down the floor for the Vikings. The rebounding has gotten a little bit better. The active hands defensively has been more present for Searsport, but they just have not converted on their opportunities. Law almost had it poked away. She'll find Mello trying to drive on White. Baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Seekins, no good. And the putback will end up with Ava Goulet. Certainly one of our candidates for Bangor Savings Bank Player of the Game. She drives through here, and her right-handed layup hindered at a foul. Kendall Kimball, another player that you can certainly look at, and I think she would deserve those honors. The foul goes against Joanna Wilson of Searsport, and so it puts Goulet at the line, where she is now 0 for 3, and that's been about the only dark spot on this game for PCHS.
Yeah, 4 for 11 right now. It's a team.
So that'd be 7 laps in the next practice. Does make the second, 40-22.
12 laps on the other side, 5 for 17.
Yikes. Good for conditioning. And a Searsport team that their best days are very much ahead of them. Again, we talked about the youth on this team. 5 of their 10 players listed on the roster, 8th graders, and of course Sprague as the freshman. So 4 8th graders and Sprague. The clock dips down inside 100 seconds, and another foul down low here will put us closer to shooting free throws.
But back to those laps for Searsport, I think assistant coach Robertson maybe should lead the pack on those, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good pressure defense in the corner, and finally they're going to call Stone for the foul. Had her body leaning on her the whole time there. The inbound goes to Goulet. She'll find Kimball, who travels trying to turn around.
Chloe Kimball, Kendall's younger sister.
Right. Yeah, Kendall Kimball has long since been removed from this game after a job very well done by the senior. Much deeper on the girls' bench than on the boys' side. This goes back towards half court and not deflected, so a backcourt violation and another unforced turnover, and that's just been the plague for Searsport tonight. A lot of those passes with minimal pressure, sometimes no pressure, just not being handled.
So this is a start of a big week for PCHS. They got Stearns Thursday and Saturday, and the Stearns is right behind them. Oh, walked out of bounds there. But Stearns is right behind them in the standings, so very important games there for them to at least get a split, and obviously they want to do better than that against Stearns, but that's what they got coming up this week.
Now this one should be free throws, as Goulet got fouled from behind trying to receive the entry pass. So Goulet, front end of a 1-and-1. This is why you don't put 2 circles down until the first one's up. Final 40 seconds ticking away here with Wilson out in front. Lob into the corner. And I don't know if we had an inadvertent whistle, if we have a player that's got to come out of the game. That's exactly what it is. So they will put Juliana Sprague back into the game for the final 33.6.
And Sprague, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 6 blocks on the Searsport side.
And if Searsport had won this game, she'd be an easy shoo-in for player of the game. As we get another block by Goulet, and the rebound, and the outlet. Sprague with another block. As we play out the final 15 seconds of a brilliant team performance out of PCHS. It wasn't perfect. It didn't have to be. It's been good enough for an 18, maybe 16-point win as that rims out. And the final seconds will burn away with Ava Goulet grabbing one more rebound because why the heck not? 40-22 the final as the PCHS Pirates take down the Searsport Vikings, and it's a sweep for PCHS here tonight in Guilford. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have our Bangor Savings Bank postgame show, and we'll hand out our Player of the Game honors right after this on Eastern Maine Sport.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Okay, 8 points, 10 steals, 4 rebounds.
Okay. Welcome back inside PCHS here in Guilford. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Callan with Eastern Maine Sports. It's time now for our Bangor Savings Bank postgame show after the Pirates get a sweep over the Searsport Vikings. The boys game goes 61-32. The girls win 40-22. And now we're joined by our Bangor Savings Bank player of the game, Ava Goulet. And Ava, congratulations first of all on a big win for your team coming down the stretch now in the second half of the season, but also on a great performance individually.
Thank you.
I mean, you did it all, right? I mean, you had rebounds, you had a few blocks in there, 17 points to lead all scorers. It just felt like everything kind of came together for you tonight, but you also didn't do it alone. You had a lot of help there with Kendall and Abby pouring some buckets in as well.
Yeah, we definitely work as a team, and we rely on each other a lot.
How big was it for you to have a big night as well here? I mean, you get an opponent like this that you kind of played close on the road. You get them here at your place, and scoring wasn't there to start, but then once it got going, it just never stopped.
Yeah, we just have to keep our heads and keep trying and not give up.
Now for tonight's game, playing a player down, it's kind of, next player up. Hope Hunt stepped in, and, I mean, it seemed like there was kind of a strategy to get her a lot of looks, and she got a lot of open looks. Finally started knocking shots down in the second half. How about her play here in this game?
Yeah, she stepped up big today, especially since we were down a player. She came to play today.
Well, this is about the point where Mark usually hands out a card. Oh, he does have it. Look at that.
Thank you.
The Bangor Savings Bank player of the game, Ava Goulet. Any shout-outs you want to give here is we'll give you the floor for a moment.
My team, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, with the coach standing next to her, that's an easy answer. Congratulations on an outstanding performance tonight, Ava, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And now joined by head coach Jessica Bell. Just an intimidating presence standing next to the player, making sure she doesn't say the wrong thing.
In my defense, she wanted me to stand with her.
That's totally fair. Hey, I mean, your team kind of greater than the sum of their parts, I think, would be fair to say, is kind of everybody stepped up, everybody kind of needed to, and this was, not a big heel point worthy win, certainly for the team, but one where you had to kind of guard home court, take care of business. What can you say about how your team responded with a little bit of adversity tonight?
I'm so happy that they played as a team tonight. We've been harping on that all year long, that there's no one player on the team. It takes 5 of you plus everybody on the bench, and they all stepped up so big tonight. I'm very proud of them. A lot of them had really big plays, and they may not realize it, but they contributed a lot to the game, every play.
Yeah, and even players that didn't necessarily lead the way in scoring like Ava. I mean, Kendall had just a bucket load of steals, a few assists as well, a lot of rebounds.
Kendall's everywhere.
Yeah, she was everywhere. She's very much like Dawson Simpson in the boys' game, just everywhere she needed to be. And the second, third, fourth, sometimes fifth chance opportunities for you guys was huge.
Yes. So Jen and I have been talking to them about that too. Like a lot of games we've been one and done offensively. We got no putbacks, and that kills us. And so today they really stepped up and did big offensive boards and got the hoops, which was good. That's what we needed.
You went up against a very talented freshman on the other side in Juliana Sprague. How tough is it to match up against her and even try to keep her in check?
Yeah, she is so good. She obviously height is her advantage, and our little guards are so aggressive, and they just are swatting for the ball. I will give her props. She's a very good player. We expected her to play underneath a little bit more, but she stayed outside quite a bit. So, yeah, props to her. She's a very good basketball player.
Yeah, and youth is just kind of the theme of this matchup. I mean, you've got 6 freshmen on your side.
Yes.
You've got 4 8th graders and a freshman over there. I mean, with the success you're having now with this many young players and young players contributing as well, that's got to feel great as a coach looking forward, not just to this year, but the future.
It feels awesome. And all of these freshmen, plus actually the senior group, I've coached all of them before as their middle school coach. And so to have this core group of freshmen come up with me was unbelievable. It's so cool that I get to have them this year and start building now, and hopefully the future of the program can continue to look bright.
And hopefully a trip to the cross center floor. I know there's a lot of basketball to be played and a lot of heel points to be counted up. What's the message now going forward into the second half of the season here?
So we have a lot of tough games coming up. We play Dexter twice. They're undefeated. We have Central twice, and we play Howland again. That's our last 5 games. So the girls know that we have a really tough end of the season, but they're looking forward to it. Their drive is better than it has been all year, which is all we can ask for, and they're improving every day. So just keep up the hard work. Keep grinding.
Well, we hope they keep kind of progressing, and maybe they peak at just the right moment here as we get through January and into February.
I hope so.
Congratulations on another win, Coach, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Mark.
And that is head coach Jessica Bell of the PCHS Pirates joining us, and previously Ava Goulet, a freshman, by the way, who just took this game over at points and alongside Kendall Kimball, and as Coach mentioned, Caitlin White had some rebounds in there as well. Hope Hunt came in. She got the start as a freshman tonight. Ultimately did foul out, but again, she was able to get open looks, and eventually those are going to fall for her. And again, freshmen. That's like the key word of tonight's game. There were 11 freshmen or 8th graders playing in tonight's game, and both these teams are set up well for the future.
Certainly. What my last thing I guess would be about the rebound. And 49-29, PCHS out rebounded them. Just between Gillette and Kimball, they had 34 rebounds, 19 for Gillette, 15 for Kimball. So when you get production like that, it's going to be hard to lose. So that was kind of my last thing. A good win for PCHS. They got a big end of the week, Thursday and Saturday. Again, Stearns is right behind them. They, at the very least, want to split with those Stearns, and obviously they want to win both. But if they get just one of those, they probably can stay ahead of them.
Yeah, I think at this point of the season, any coach would probably be pretty happy with 7 wins from 11 games, and that's exactly what the PCHS Pirates have. Again, the boys and girls sweep Searsport here tonight. In our varsity doubleheader, the boys win 61-32, and the girls win 40-22. Yes, because they've turned the scoreboard off, but like a responsible broadcaster, I have written down the score just now. So, for my broadcast partner, Mark Kellnan, and Adam Brown, our announcer/cameraman extraordinaire, and all of us here at Eastern Maine Sports, Sean Stackhouse signing off. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.